Hi, my name is Harry Archer, and I am a consultant at the Colorado School of Mind's Writing Center.
Signals that are not coded into spoken or written language can be considered nonverbal. This includes the use of our bodies in space or proxemics, how we use touch with one another and with technology, otherwise called haptics, our orientation to time and timing, referred to as chronemics, the physical postures we adopt, or kinetics, the information betrayed by our facial reactions to stimuli, or microexpressions, and our vocal qualities such as accent, volume, rate, and tone, also called vocalics. Indeed, even the way we order our thoughts can betray certain priorities that may be unknown to ourselves but become revealed to our conversational partners. Some situations require a favorable immediate impression. What we know to be true is, in higher education, industry, and even at home, we can find ourselves evaluated before we have opened our mouths to speak. Next, we take some time with the different dimensions of nonverbal communication. Proxemics can be thought of as the distance that we create or the space that we make for others that can communicate the regard we hold for a relationship. These distances can vary according to culture, and communicators ought to become attuned to the preferences of others. How much space we take up can also be gendered, leading to phenomena such as manspreading on public transit. The image on the screen classifies intimate space as 1.5 feet or closer, personal space as between 1.5 feet and 4 feet of distance, social space as 4 feet to 12 feet, and public space as between 12 feet and 25 feet. The use of touch in a professional setting can include handshakes, fist bumps, and elbow touches, yet haptics is more evident in medical and therapeutic settings where the type of touch administered ought to respect certain boundaries. In these specialized settings, subtle differences in touch can generate radically different meanings. For those outside of haptic professions, we may consider how we use touch or the absence of it in our daily lives, and what effects we generate from those choices. The ways in which we use time and timing can reveal some latent priorities that can impress or disappoint family, friends, or employers. Arriving 5 minutes early or right on time to a social event can provoke different reactions from different audiences. Depending on the situation, such behavior can suggest eagerness, a virtuous attention to detail, or a tiresome officiousness. With enough cultural context, others can infer the level of importance we give to an event, depending on when we turn up, for how long we stay, and whether or not our attention is divided when we are present. Most commonly understood as body language, kinetics refers to the gestures and postures we adopt and move through in the course of our interactions with others. Diminutive physical styles can betray unease or the need to make oneself visually less imposing. We can perceive these behaviors in the way people walk in a city or the way they sit around a boardroom table. Kinetics can be about form and posture, thereby overlapping with proxemics, but it can also be suggestive of rhythm coming to a productive juncture with chronemics. Our own sense of rhythm, of how quickly to complete a task, of when to commence something new, whether to appear urgent or relaxed, all have a function in the workplace and the home. Poker players will talk endlessly about the tell, the notion that people have a tick or expression unbeknownst to them that gives away their intentions. In extreme cases, people have sought to gain maximum control of their facial movements in order to withstand interrogation. But in ordinary settings, the principle that our faces can betray our reactions can be of use when we are attempting to produce a favorable impression. Arguably, this becomes more important in the realm of video conferencing, when the nonverbal signals that we can send become reduced. The qualities of voice that are not captured by language itself can have a profound effect. Accent can be a contributor, but the organization of our thoughts, our tone, volume, and rate of speech can be suggestive of other qualities. It may be possible to sound intellectual, aloof, even superior in tone. This might work in some settings, but certainly not all, in which case we might want to sound more open, accessible, plain speaking, and down to earth. In sum, nonverbal communication operates through multiple modalities, and the more we can see those in operation, the better we can design interventions to suit our objectives.